In this video, I'm going to explain what accounting actually is and how information moves from day-to-day transactions into your accounting software and out into the financial statements you rely on to manage a business. I'm Carrie from My Cloud Bookkeeping. Let's dive into QuickBooks Online and walk through it.
Here we are in the QuickBooks Online sample company. QuickBooks Online, like any other accounting software, is just an automated way to collate all of the day-to-day transactions within your business. And capturing those transactions is the first step in accounting. You see across the top here what I typically call the modules within QuickBooks. So we've got an accounting section, expenses and bill payments, where we record the expenses of the company, sales, of course our income, customers, payroll and team. And when we pop up here to the Create button, you can see all of the individual transactions that make up these different sections. So under Customers, of course, you can see invoices for sales, sales receipts if you're being paid right away. Under Vendors, checks, bills, paying the bills, any vendor credits. Then under your team, you have payroll. And then other, you have a list of the other types of transactions. So all of these business transactions are recorded in your software and, as we'll see, flow through to create the 3 financial statements that you can use to manage your financial performance. So let's take a look first and see what happens to all these transactions that we record. Here we are in the chart of accounts. So the chart of accounts is a list of all of the categories and accounts that make up your system. You can see the first few down here all relate to the balance sheet, and they have that green BAL beside them. As we scroll down further, we come to the accounts that make up your income statement or profit and loss. You can see income, all of the expenses, all of these categories where you would be allocating any income or expenses when you are recording your transactions. So P&L ones, and back up to the top to the balance sheet accounts. Now let's take a look at a listing of all of these transactions that are entered into these categories or accounts in our chart of accounts. We'll pop up to Reports, Standard Reports. We'll run a General Ledger report. So here's the General Ledger, which is not something I find to be particularly useful, but it is a report that will show you every transaction that has been entered into your accounting software. So for last year, if we have a look here, the first thing it's showing us is every entry that went through your checking account. Now, this is not organized in anything other than date. There are a lot of transactions here. Then we get to our savings, accounts receivable. It's in the same order as our chart of accounts was in. All the movement in the inventory account, the ins and outs of undeposited funds. Basically, this report just gives you the detail of all of the transactions that have been entered into, in this case, QuickBooks Online, or whatever software it is that you're using. Now, the next report we're going to take a look at summarizes all of the data that we just saw in the chart of accounts, and it's called the trial balance. So if we run that for the same period, which was last year, we can see in the case of the balance sheet accounts what the balance was at the end of the year. And if we scroll down a little, we can see the income and expense accounts. So the balance sheet accounts will be showing us what the balance is at the end of the year. So here they are here. And the income and expense accounts show up below. And this is the movement within the period that we chose for our trial balance. So this is the total of the transactions for the period of 1 year. The trial balance, as you can see, balances at the bottom. The debits and the credits are in total. What we can't see on this report is the profit. There's nowhere we can see how much we actually made without doing a whole pile of math, which isn't the point of accounting software. So now we're going to run and start looking at some of our actual reports. The first report we're going to look at is the balance sheet. I always like to start here. It's one of the most important reports for ensuring everything is accurate. The top of our balance sheet shows all of our assets, everything that the company owns. The second half shows both the liability, what we owe, And if we scroll down a little bit further to the equity section, we're able to see what the net income or profit was for the prior year. So now let's take a look at our profit and loss. Now if we scroll down to the bottom of our profit and loss, we'll be able to see the net income. It's $192.46, which agrees to the amount that we just saw on our balance sheet. So now we have the bottom section of that trial balance, all of the income and expenses that were recorded when we entered those transactions through our Create button are showing up here in our profit and loss. Now let's take a look at the third financial statement we should be looking at. It's the statement of cash flows. This is a little bit of an interesting report. You can see at the beginning we start with the net income, which we pulled from the bottom of our profit and loss statement, our income statement. But then take a look at what this next section includes. These items here show the movement in the balance sheet account from the opening balance to the closing. So in this case, it would be from January to December, the December last year balance to the December 31st balance. These amounts are added to or deducted from the net income, and this gives us the cash amount that was either injected into the company or taken from the company. If your accounts receivable has increased, in a way that's less money you've collected. If your accounts payable has decreased, that's an increase to your cash. I have a whole other video going over this in a lot of detail. Here we have the investing activities. We bought a new truck, so that's money out. And then financing activities. We borrowed some money through notes, and there's some owner contributions which increased. So if we take a look at this cash at the end of the period, this should agree to the bank balance that's sitting on our balance sheet. Let's check. And sure enough, it does. So we start with all of those transactions. They flow into our chart of accounts to create a general ledger, which is just a whole list of everything. We then summarize them into the trial balance, then use those same numbers to create our income statement, our balance sheet, and our statement of cash flows. And these are the reports that we use to manage the business.
That's how individual transactions flow through an accounting system and end up in the financial statements we use to manage a business. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I've got more accounting explanations and QuickBooks tips coming up. Like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.